Okay. Okay, well, it started. I don't know. I'll probably have to.
It's not, I don't see it started.
Hold on. I'll have to send you the.
Okay, it's working. Okay, it started. Okay, I have all my settings.
Ah. Okay. Okay, so I guess I got the. I had to like. I had to kind of like start. All right. All right. So we're live. I guess we're gonna have to react to.
Okay, so what do you know about Just a Robot?
Uh. All we really know is that dude is just. He's just a weird dude. So we're just gonna hop
Okay.
right to it. We're just gonna hop right
Go
to it.
over some...
I don't want to like give any overview.
Basic shit.
We'll just hop right to it.
Sinning.
I've never seen a picture of her face.
Yeah, no wonder. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You're a predator, bro. You're preying on Bob on the internet. Calm down.
Really? Oh.
But I have a
Okay, I may have read some of the comments.
okay, so there's one thing I can't stand, okay, and that's saying Jarhead looking for vulnerable files online.
I said in the chat that, like, I can't master.
Really?
I don't feel anything.
Just relaxing. 16-year-old girl shows up in her bikini. I realize I have to get the fuck out of there right now because,
Okay,
like,
pause.
I'm not going to be paying attention.
What?
This is the start of doing things she does not have to admit or has done.
But
You need to watch it at its
Look in her general direction, and then suddenly a situation is going to happen. So I realize, like, whenever I see a 16-year-old girl in a bikini while I'm at the pool, I'm like, whoop, time to go home. I was not choking my chicken with her voice.
I was not even suggesting that. I was not even saying that.
what do you mean?
Imagine insisting you're just analyzing the internet while constantly defending the worst behavior on it. That's been just a robot's whole thing.
What you did was bad. Very bad. If you better thank your. If you had a PP, you would be. Oh, you would not be good.
Yeah, okay, so Spinny Bear is free is off the internet
Proudly
because
defended the
she's
child
a
and then
pedophile.
developed feelings for
Okay.
a very female artist. He even sent charged jokes to her to exploit her fully.
Why are you joking? For the person you're interviewing over education? Why are you joking about selling your picture of your...
When it fell short for just a robot's predatory and desperate behavior, he started chasing another female artist and ended up producing an NSFW drawing of her. It was a pattern with just a robot as he developed ape fetish while watching Berserk, an anime with ape scenes.
I did develop a fetish from watching Berserk, and
Why would you admit this on the internet?
What?
are not
Why would you admit that?
I don't know, because we've gotten too comfortable admitting the strangest things about it. Things that we're into.
Just a robot also pushed the boundaries and allegedly caused a person to unalive himself just because he wanted to.
Then James Brown, the really popular person in the DeviantArt ranking community at the time, made a DeviantArt journal on me, saying that I nearly pushed Scorn into committing self... Now I know what you're all thinking. Huh? Who is Scorn?
To understand how bad
You
this
wanna
got,
know
we need to start with Jar's most infamous controversy, the public defense
Sure,
of
sure.
an artist known as Cinebear, originally
You can hit K to pause.
Oh. Okay.
You wanna know the only thing Jar could say to make me kill myself?
What?
I love you.
What?
If Jar ever told me he loves me, I don't think I could live with myself.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Cynthia, who was accused of minors, exchanging drawer porn and ape porn with them on Discord.
The kid started it. Line was about how people said, "Oh, Cindy inappropriate," and it was like, "No, Cindy didn't do that. I saw that line."
On September 22nd, 2003, Cinnabear03 also has a YouTube channel with over 500,000 subscribers, where she used to upload memes and animated videos, but not anymore. Her last video was posted in September 2024, and the comments under the video told the whole story. People called her out and mocked her for her predatory behavior towards minors. Some of them even dragged her for continuously deleting and re-uploading apology videos. Ro is going to be stuck in an endless cycle of posting and deleting apology videos. Say, Cinny, I heard you like me. The whole thing surfaced when Cinnabear's victims came forward with the screenshots of their conversations with Cinnabear. All of them were between 14 and 16 years, while Cinnabear was 18 or above. Cinnabear actually had a Discord server named Cinnabear Fan Club, which was strictly 13 plus as it was stated in the server rules. However, Cinnabear herself didn't bat an eye at those rules because she was the owner and could do anything. Being 19 at the time, she ended up sharing an NSFW art in the art channel with the caption, me, which meant she wanted the people in the server to throw remarks at her. Art punk spoil. Nothing is actually shown, but, you know, as if that wasn't bad enough, she sent a highly gory animated image of a female character. In the image, Cinnabear openly discussed seeing the organs of the character as she lay on the ground with blood. Me? Where are her organs? So clever. And then a 14-year-old victim came forward with more disturbing details. This victim received the NSFW doodle art from Cinnabear, even when Cinnabear acknowledged the victim's age being 14. Not once, but twice. Also, off topic but important, how old are you? I'm 14. She even hinted at sending the victim extreme NSFW art involving Cindy made sure to make the victim
Hold on.
happy. After all, it came with little
basically destroyed his career to that time. Jar has no career anymore.
Yeah.
censorship because it didn't show up. I can sense it. It says NM.
Yeah. Like
Very forceful. Boy doesn't him or anything, but NM is really upset about the idea.
like you're gonna be like weird, at least, or be weird. Like don't do it on the internet. Jesus Christ. Like, or in public. Just do it. Do it at home.
I wonder if this video is gonna show the pictures of this person's mom.
Well, let's have to wait and see.
Okay, so, I only watched a little bit of this video.
It seemed as if
I
Cynthia
wanted
had
it to be somewhat new
girl fetish, which
information.
involves liking to be protected by giant people. She kept sending this 14-year-old victim the insane pictures, which showed a giant character forcing itself on a small, defenseless girl. To make everything even more disturbing, Cinnabear sent NSFW Art of Nightmare Sans comic to a minor. In the doodle art, Sans was forced by more than one giant person. On September 15, 2024, a YouTuber named Birdie, originally known as Jack or Sophia,
Oh, Birdie!
Who's Birdie?
The fucking shit show. Okay, Birdie, is a YouTube animator. He would be here all day, just very obsessive, just insane person.
Oh boy.
He was in a cult.
Some kind of cult.
Harm others cult. Called Dice.
Yeah, boy.
Inappropriate with minors.
Yeah, boy. I guess that'll be fun. Well, I guess that'll definitely be,
Is this Encyclopedia Dramatica?
posted a 32-minute long video on YouTube with the caption, "My roommate, 14-year-old, I need help." And this video is
okay.
Cinnabear and how she...
okay.
So later, I'm not sure if the video gets into it. It turns out there was a GoFundMe. Birdie got 11K and then spent it on My Little Pony merch.
Okay.
Birdie was Cinny's ex-friend and crush. In the video, Birdie claimed that Cinny was involved with a minor named Eno. Instead of responding calmly or taking accountability, Cinnabear reacted aggressively. She privately messaged Birdie, mocked them, and attempted to pressure and manipulate them emotionally after the video went live. "I know you hate me. I want to die. I've always given you the benefit of the doubt. I've always been there for you, even when you would split at me when you went nonverbal." And right around that time, Just a Robot thought it was the perfect time to exploit Cinnabear's situation. As Cinnabear was under extreme scrutiny for her questionable acts, Jar decided to make a video on her, debunking the accusations against her, which he didn't realize would turn out to be a bad idea for himself.
Another person in the ArtCC has been outed as a bad person. Gee, that's surprisingly new. In other news, there's gonna be a sunrise tomorrow morning.
He reached out to Cinnabar, asking her to get into an interview. In the interview, he asked her questions about the whole situation, and later uploaded an hour-long interview on YouTube.
Unlike everyone else who rushed out their video on Cinny, I actually reached out to her, and she agreed to do an interview with me. Just like with the pyrocynical drama, the Stalker drama from 2016, and the Hopeless Teachers drama, there was something about the Cinny Bear situation that didn't feel right.
The first part of the video was pretty much Jar explaining why he was defending this child, which didn't really make sense.
Well, actually no. There's not one shred of evidence that Cinny killed anyone. Just testimony, one of which came from herself, ironically. Now I want to make this 100% crystal clear. Cinny did 100% speak inappropriately around minors.
The second part of the video, however, was him speaking to Cinny on a voice call. The entire call sounded more like a guy simping hard over a woman. Jar kept speaking to Cinny in a very blunt way.
Is it gonna go into the sleepy time?
It goes to the what?
Please tell me if it's into the sleepy time calls. Jar can't sleep at night because he abuses substances such as Adderall and possibly cocaine, allegedly, and he
Yeah.
can't sleep at night.
Sounds like, well, that's definitely gonna be interesting.
Okay, so what happens is, I want to pause it again.
Okay.
What happens is he needs to talk to someone over Discord to fall asleep. And he said his girlfriend was unavailable, I think, and he had no one else, so he decided to have a sleepy time call with Cinnabar, who was, you know, as you can see, going through grooming allegations.
Yeah, that is. I don't think that's. Something seems off about this.
I've seen some of the stuff you've drawn.
Don't remind me. Whatever it is. Fuck, sorry.
But I'm going to give you some advice, okay?
No.
You don't want any advice?
But this is where everything goes completely off the rails. During the call, Yara told Cindy to thank her because it actually saved her if she had a... During the call, Yara told Cindy to thank her because it actually saved her if she had a... She'd be in trouble for being a PDF.
She did get in trouble.
You better.
Yes, like.
She did get in trouble. She's off the internet forever. Birdie might come back. I would be surprised if Birdie stayed away from the internet. Although it's been over a year. The anniversary was actually Halloween. The 1 year anniversary of Birdie just fucking off from the internet. Like,
Yeah, he might.
Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know. I might see him return. I mean, never know. I mean, if there's one thing we've learned from the Doctor disrespect situation, as long as there's like idiots who will follow you, you still have a career.
Yeah.
If you had a PP, you would be. Oh, man, it would not be good for you if you had a PP.
Oh, man.
He also claimed that he and his black roommate, Professor Deadlock, touched each other with consent. That way, he wasn't accused of being attacked by his roommate.
So me and my roommate touch one another's asses all the time. It's a form of bonding with
What?
guys.
This is new information for me.
Wait, oh, so
This is new information.
like, so the guy had a girlfriend, yet he touches his roommate's ass.
This is new information for me.
Well, I'm kind of new in this video, so
Yeah.
To his consent months after the fact and painted me
Oh,
as
yeah, once he
the
kissed an
type of
Italian
6
guy.
feet under. Also before this, when he was going over this stuff of her roommate thinking her as a
In the same video about Cinnabar, Jar revealed that he had a girlfriend that no one saw, heard, or knew existed. She never appeared in Jar's videos even once. Honestly, it sounded like a last-minute detail he added just to save face.
It will more than likely bring up the Toby drama. The last time I checked, every single video my Toby video is done. Every last one of them. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared as a backup focus from uploading this video. Both my roommate and my girlfriend try to talk me out of uploading it. They think I'm right, but they don't want to see me fight for so long and so hard like I did in the Peaches drama.
However, there was one particular
Should've
detail that
listened
stood
to
out about
them.
this mysterious woman. In another interview, Jar claimed that he met his girlfriend when she was 90 pounds, a detail that no one was expecting to hear.
I have a
girlfriend, I love her to death. She was 90 pounds when I met her, and she's just so amazing.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. I get that. During the call, Jar went full damage control mode with Cindy, claiming she wasn't interested in kids. He tried to argue that she couldn't be attracted to minors by twisting basic logic and comparing it to his own life stories. For example, that one time he kissed an Italian man.
And I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend.
The Italian man story.
16,
Yeah, now he kissed an Italian man. Jesus Christ.
You
What?
were just a bit bi-curious.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, once I kissed an Italian guy, but that's not important right now.
What was that cursed hold on.
Rewind that.
What is that cursed Mario, like,
I don't, it's the Italian guy, Johnny Kid.
Guy, but that's not important right now.
Jar was more focused on making her feel better than addressing the situation honestly.
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah, what? Now I'm straight too. No, sorry. Eno is a female, correct? I got the names mixed up.
Eno is AFAB, yeah.
AFAB, okay. So, yeah, have you ever dated a woman?
When I was 14.
This is where things started going too far. Cindy was telling him a personal medical detail about her reproductive health, and Yar reacted with a maniacal laugh.
I'll say what it is as long as it's like not gonna make you uncomfortable. Just like I said in the chat that like I can't.
Why would you admit this?
like, what?
I don't feel anything.
But it wasn't even the worst part of this call. Jar later claimed that he could lose himself at the sight of 16-year-old girls at the pool wearing bikinis.
Relaxing.
Oh, not the
16-year-old girl shows up in her bikini. I realize I have to get the...
Whoa. What?
I'm not going to be paying attention. I'm going to daydream. I'm going to look in her general direction, and then suddenly a situation is going to happen. So I realize, like, whenever I see a 16-year-old girl in a bikini while at the pool, I'm like, whoop, time to go home.
Jar was so self-assured about himself that he got a commentary YouTuber Chudlogic review his video about Cinnabare on a live stream. And that was when things started to go
tell me the
awry.
Jeffrey Dahmer comment is
I need to learn from my mistakes, and if I don't get past them, I'm not going to learn.
Okay, so just bear me a second, we're going to add
The drama started when Jar uploaded some parts of the interview on his channel. Then another creator named Leo Convoy ended up uploading the entire interview. When Chudlogic saw it, he decided to pull it apart, pointing out how weak and messy his defense really was.
It's hard to keep track of stuff like this sometimes.
because he's stupid, Chud.
He's not only defending Cindy,
Yeah,
he's
he's stupid.
sword in for himself.
That's when Jar snapped. He jumped into Chudlogic's livestream to argue live, insisting he was right. Chudlogic had also invited another creator by the name FPS Diesel into the livestream, who called Jar disgusting for preying on vulnerable PDFs.
Implementer.
John, this is disgusting.
On who?
This have you seen
FPS
her?
Diesel, Papa Diesel.
Cindy.
I've never seen a picture of her face.
Yeah, no wonder. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Look, you're a predator, bro. You're preying on the insect.
Oh my god.
I'm as well defender as everyone knows, okay? So there's one thing I can't stand, okay? And that's seeing Jar looking for vulnerable files online.
When asked if he was interested in Cindy, Yar responded with what was expected from him. He claimed that he was attracted to Cindy Bear because, after all, she was a woman.
But of course, I'm saying that as a straight male, of course I'm going to be attracted to a female. That's all I mean by that. I really should have been more careful with that.
And it didn't matter to him that she was a child. Then came the real problem. Chudlogic revealed he had Jar's private messages with Cindy.
I'm not going to put you through the messages. They are very bad, and I recommend you review them. However,
Alright.
Mr. Robots, I hold all
Mr.
the keys,
Robot.
I hold all the cards, and I have another thing to put to you. Now,
Alright.
before I do that,
This is villain
is
monologue,
there anything
Chud.
that you wish to admit to me before I do this?
Those weak DMs were very different
The-
from Jar, where he consoled and comforted Cindy. by
the
saying
villain
that
monologue.
he would get through this. He
Ah,
wanted
jeez.
Cindy and he were together in that scenario, completely dropping the act of being a neutral commentator.
Because, like, I need to get this done as soon as simultaneously take my time with it. Just keep your channel up and keep your spirits up as well, because we will get out of this.
From there, it only got more embarrassing as he started making suggestive jokes towards her. He asked Cindy if she wanted to see his face, followed by him sharing the picture of a rooster. This made the whole situation even more cringy. In one of their
Got it?
private chats, Cindy even sent Yar an
You get the
infographic
joke?
showing how
You get the joke?
Yes, I get it. It's so terrible. So awful.
Oh,
video
it's
without
awful.
much self-awareness. Not long after that, things crossed into even stranger territory.
And the sent
Him.
talk about, and he is receiving information about what is from the person that's accused of, and he's used that in his video.
One night, Yar asked Cindy if she could do a voice call with him, and the reason behind the call was nothing short of embarrassing. He wanted her to be on call because he wanted help falling asleep. She agreed,
there
and she
was the
kept
time
talking.
Jar
Jar eventually drifted off,
claimed to be
calm and
black,
comfortable, like this was
and
completely
he's not.
normal.
But Jar is a white guy.
He's got some sort of weird attraction to this person now, and he wants to talk to them to drift off to sleep. I just need someone to chat with as I drift off to sleep. You can just say no. I'll just take that as a no-no. We weren't going to chat about anything important. I just like talking with anyone as I pass out. Good night.
Later, in an interview with Himpleton, another creator, Jar claimed that he struggled with nicotine addiction and wanted something to make him fall asleep.
Just my nicotine addiction keeping me from falling asleep.
Yeah, just
And
nicotine.
if I don't
Just
talk to someone, I look
Yeah, I'm
at
sure there's
the screen, it wakes me up. And like I need total darkness. I even have like
Of course, there were
You know?
speculations that Jar might be with her
You
voice,
know what
but
I'm
he immediately
thinking
reassured
of?
several times that he wasn't doing anything inappropriate.
I was not choking my chicken to her voice or anything like that.
I was not even suggesting that. I was not even implying that.
Months later, everything Yar tried to keep hidden started spilling out. Leaked messages, awkward personal details, and embarrassing stories surfaced one after another, each one chipping away at the image he had carefully built online. To understand how it got this far, it helps to look at where he came from. Just a robot, originally known as Luke Austin Manley, was born on December 9th, 1994, in San Diego, California. He grew up in a strict conservative Christian household.
I was born into an extremely religious household. My mother was a super hardcore Christian.
Jar
So
look, Jar
hardcore, it's
look,
the
Jar
only
look.
aspect of her personality.
Of what?
It's
What?
Jar lore. We're finally getting some Jar lore. I didn't know
Every
about this.
time she calls me
Ah.
or texts me, it's always about the Bible. And my dad was a lot like Hank Hill, but he had even less personality somehow.
And has openly said he struggles with autism and
Has plenty
dyslexia.
of personality.
Excuse.
Come on, Hank had
Explanation. I'm not saying this
a lot of personality.
means what I'm doing is okay. But not only do I have autism and dyslexia, so the communication between people, especially through text, is horrible.
According to Jar himself, these challenges affected his social skills, personal relationships, and even how he approached content creation.
I'm an introvert now, but I definitely wanted to be an outrovert. But thanks to my parents keeping me isolated for so long.
It's extrovert. Oh my fucking god.
He is not the brightest bulb in
Like-
he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, as I can say.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
I ignored it at first. I thought, oh, come on, everybody feels this way.
Jar started his first YouTube channel by the name Just a Robot in 2013. His first video was uploaded on October 15th, 2015, with the title Commentary on Interview with Luke Montgomery, the director of Potty Mouth Princess.
Oh.
Very delightful. I am not here to talk about it, mainly because too many people covered it already.
According to the description, the channel is all about commentaries on political and social videos. So yes, Jar is an American commentary YouTuber using a robot still picture and robot voiceover. Jar now has around 92,000 subscribers on his channel, but he rarely uploads any videos
Yeah.
on it. In
I need you to
2015,
either unload my truck full of coal or go get the mail. What's it going to be?
God, I was doing a video. Like,
The post office doesn't close for another 2.5 hours, so it can wait if you want to get the mail a little later.
yeah, I guess I'll get the I was gonna get the mail.
All right, just don't forget it. All right.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway.
created a second channel under the same name. The This one took off much more, reaching around 186,000 subscribers, and it became his main focus. He had started his YouTube career by producing anti-SJW content, which meant social justice warrior, and then shifted towards art commentary, likely because he wasn't getting anything in return for anti-SJW content. From there, his channel became mostly about criticizing and mocking other creators. Many of the topics he covered had already been discussed by bigger commentary channels, and he rarely added anything new. Over time, his content gained a reputation for feeding drama rather than offering real analysis. Eventually, that constant drama caught up with him. Around 2020, Jar uploaded a video talking about his declining mental health and how he was about to unalive himself. And it wasn't just for anything.
Oh,
It
God.
occurred to him after his true self became visible to others. He was accused of being a PDF, giving death threats, and lying without any solid evidence.
People killing themselves. I think if I don't make it now, I'm never going to. The funny thing is, I used to mock people who were before I went through it myself. I used to say things like, the coward's way out. They don't think of the people they're leaving behind. They're so pathetic for not going on. But then I, with myself, and I finally understood what a lot of these people are going through.
What made this worse was that none of it was actually new. Even before his YouTube channel gained traction, Yar had already been surrounded by controversy. Back in 2014, just a year after starting YouTube, Char had created a DeviantArt account under the name Sea Author, and that era was nothing less a rollercoaster ride of dramas, which also dragged Sea Author through the mud with everyone else. While being on DA, Yar discovered that a YouTuber named I Hate Everything made a critique video where he mocked a fan art on DeviantArt. The fan art involved a pregnant Master Chief standing next to Arby or Arbiter, telling him that he was going to be a father.
Happened to get a glance of this.
Beautiful.
At this point, I hate everything.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That is beautiful. This is art. This is high art.
Anything so terrible, so he decided to comment. Congratulations for drawing the worst thing on DeviantArt. Quite an achievement.
For context, both of the characters Master Chief and Arbiter are from the video game Halo 3, where they team up against enemies and defend Earth. This fan art was done by someone called Minor Elliott. After IAG's video, Minor Elliott left the internet as IAG's fans started mocking him. Soon after, I Hate Everything became a target himself. He was criticized by various artists, including Hellblaze and Purple Skull 99, both on DeviantArt and other art platforms. At the moment, Jar decided to offer IHE a helping hand, defending him from every corner, which blew up in Yar's face badly. One artist responded with a long comment filled with insults aimed directly at Yar. Rather than ignoring it, Yar shared the comment with his audience, and teased that there was even more drama behind the scenes. Downright bastard. Writing a book and lying about helping people. Want to help people? Off and die. Hellblaze had actually called Jar a PDF because he had Family Guy character Herbert the Pervert as his profile picture on DA. Then on the other hand,
What?
the fan of Purple Skull 99 went even further.
That's the reason to give it a... I mean, I guess, like, Jar is kind of, sort of like him, but...
He's not a pedophile. He is not a pedophile, according to any evidence. There's no evidence he's a pedophile. He's just weird.
Okay, yeah, but... Still...
He was friends with Hellblaze, and Hellblaze turned her sights off I Hate Everything and went after me instead. He called me up because my avatar on DeviantArt was Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy.
While Jar was briefing about how this drama unfolded, he casually let his audience know one more significant reason behind it. Apparently there was a girl involved with the whole thing, someone who Jar held dearly, and she ended up walking on, and others after Purple Skull and Hellblaze badmouthed him.
One time I got this girl to unblock him, and then he told the girl a bunch of shit about me, and then both him and the girl blocked me. I fell for his tricks a lot more times than I care to actually admit.
That girl was Rose3212, who was a low cow herself. Jar became extremely attached to her, defended her from critics, and eventually claimed they were dating. However, things quickly turned awkward. Hey, someone's insulting me again. Who? Icon Squidward fan. He hurled a Mary Sue insult at Rose. Though Icon did not work, can you send me a link to the comment here?
Mary Sue.
In one DeviantArt Yar was seen telling Rose that Valentine's Day was on February 8th, not February 14th, which made the interaction look painfully embarrassing. He even tried to make things right for Rose as he kept forcing Purple Skull to apologize to Rose. You still have not paid me back. Also, I got that girl to block you. You need to pay what I want, and what I want is not that much. Say sorry to Rose 3212 to the Duke Dog. However, it all eventually came to an end. Jar talked to both Purple
This is
Skull and
kinda funny,
Hellblaze,
but to be
marking the
honest,
end of
not
his
as
first
good as
internet drama.
they were
Hellblaze and
thinking
Purple
about.
Skull 99. I'm glad your rants are down. I don't know if it was your or DA, but I'm
Oh,
happy
boy.
it's down. This is our opportunity to finally end this. And it turned out Rose wasn't the only girl Jar tried to play hero for. He had been after multiple girls, including Princess Elizabeth 013. It is worth noting that Princess Elizabeth, or
This is
Aaron
all new
Anthony,
info
was a
for me.
13-year-old, and Jar was 20 at the time this happened.
At the time, the DeviantArt ranting community
Whoa.
was going after someone by the name of Princess Elizabeth 013. I'm sure a few of you have put two and two together and figured out who I am. That is right. I am Theo.
Elizabeth herself was already a known figure in online drama circles and even had a page on Encyclopedia Dramatica. Encyclopedia Dramatica is a website where people discuss and share internet drama memes. It can be controversial, satirical, and even offensive. According to her ED page, Elizabeth gets easily trolled on something as petty as criticizing her favorite character, Mary Sue. Since she gets flipped off often, Elizabeth earned a lot of haters who trolled her endlessly. On top of that, she was a homophobe and told her haters to off themselves. And during this moment, Jar attempted to become a savior and tried to fix Elizabeth and her situation.
Princess Elizabeth was very confused and said, I don't know what the heck is happening. People in the call, which includes the group of people I've mentioned earlier, got enraged with her. How dare she make another girl cry? And that was one of my major issues. It wasn't what she did, it was how people react. As the old saying goes, offense is taken, not given.
Surprisingly, Elizabeth went along with it. She even posted an apology where she said that CEO author was the one who pushed her to apologize and put her on the right path. I'm sorry for attacking people who skip their FC with people who I ship my FC with. I'm sorry for saying God hates gays. I'm sorry for the friends I've pushed away. I hope you forgive me. All thanks to CEO author, you helped me to save this, and he will stay with me and help me change. Elizabeth also had a long-term enemy named Jinx drowned. This was another female artist on DeviantArt who drew stamps. They had long-standing rivalry because of the fact that Jinx stole her artwork and claimed it as her own. As a response, Elizabeth would write a bunch of hate articles about her, insulting her endlessly. During one of those fights, Elizabeth made a rant video against Jinx and how she was stealing artworks. She also badmouthed Jinx's parents and called her an art thief.
As you may know, that little attention freak is screwed up, even though she has been raised by her parents, which are actually homosexuals. And guess what, Jinx? Your parents are big fat stupid, and you're also a slouch. You are nothing but a troll, an art thief, and a cyberbully combined into one. Also, you lost after a fictional character created by Ken Penders who used to work at Archie Comics.
Jinx, in response, dragged Elizabeth through the mud in the same way, and guess what? Jar was once again there for the rescue. As he tackled the situation, Jar claimed that Jinx's fans doxed him and shared Jar's full name. However, that claim didn't hold much weight, since Jar had already shared his full name himself on DeviantArt as Luke Austin Manley.
Why I haven't talked about this situation until now. Because, well, this person doxed me. I didn't want to talk about this situation because, well, my dox would be out there and everybody would know about it.
On the other hand, defending Elizabeth didn't turn out well for Jar, as he was boxed in by some artists. Still, Jar seemed determined to squeeze attention out of every situation. His odd behavior circled back when a 30-year-old DeviantArt user known as Geeky Girl Heather contacted him, not to be friendly, but to confront him. She claimed that Jar was a PDF because he defended Princess Elizabeth, marking the second time someone had made such claims about him.
Geeky Girl Heather contacted me through private notes on DeviantArt
Yeah, no
and kept on
evidence for
referring to
that.
Princess Elizabeth as my precious princess. Considering I was 19 at the time and she was 13 or 14, she was basically calling me a... She made other insults like calling me a white knight and threats that if I didn't change my behavior, I would end up on Encyclopedia Dramatica. I tried to calmly explain things to her, but no matter what I said,
Definitely on
she would
there.
take the least charitable interpretation
I'm not gonna check right now, but
Jar, in response, turned down the accusation.
Alright, why don't we check after we watch this video?
Jar was expecting a heartfelt response from her, but she ended up saying, "Fuck you, I am married," and then straight up threw him into her block list. The messages between them were once uploaded to Encyclopedia Britannica, but couldn't be preserved and were lost.
Eventually I couldn't take anymore, not just from her, but from everyone. I called her doll-faced and vague. She replied with, "Fuck you, I'm married," and blocked me. I was...
Jar later admitted that he was too invested in Elizabeth, just like he was with Cinnabear and others.
This is not the first time I've done this. This is like the 5th time. First with Princess Elizabeth, 013. Second time with, what do you call him? Toby. Third time with Peaches. Fourth time with, Cal and the Maureen Cal.
Since Jar had been criticized by a huge number of people for defending Elizabeth, he had to save his face. To make people feel good about him, he ended up bashing Elizabeth, even taking it as an opportunity to gain access to another creator's YouTube channel, Hyperbeam Evie. Not long after, Jar also abruptly cut Elizabeth off, saying he was disappointed in her because she didn't follow his advice or did what he asked. I've tried everything I could to help you change for the better, but you did not do any of what I said. Aaron, you are a colorist. You are a Mary Sue. You are a me. Moments like this started to paint a clearer picture of Jar's behavior, and it would later boil down to his upbringing. According to Jar, his parents, Marianne and Charles Manley, were so deeply religious that his mother eventually ran a church out of their home.
If you're wondering, my mother started her own church in the house I grew up in, because none of the churches she went to were aligned with her views.
Jar described feeling isolated, homeschooled, and trapped in what he believed was a cult-like environment. His parents didn't get him vaccinated, so he could stay at home as schools required vaccination.
My parents forced me to be homeschooled. They didn't get me vaccinated so I couldn't run away and go to school, because after all, schools only let you in if you're vaccinated. At least as far as I know.
That sense of social isolation seemed to follow him into adulthood. One of the earliest dramas occurred in Yar's college life, and he was accused of hitting on a girl, not once, but twice. He shared both incidents in a YouTube video. First occurred when he was in a group study, and some Asian guy lashed out at him. According to Jar, he only asked the guy to say hi to his sister.
Was that?
I was hoping they would play the jar intro.
The Asian guy took it wrong. Instead of taking it as a friendly gesture, the guy started screaming at Jar.
Trying to do some coding on a computer, and there was an Asian kid saying, "Hey guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm picking up my sister." And I said, "Alright, say hi to your sister for me." He paused, turned around, and started coughing while screaming, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't talk about other people's fucking families like that!" I offended someone by saying hi.
The second incident was far more serious. This time, Professor stepped in directly. The college professor reportedly approached Jar and told him to stop bothering a female student.
So one day, Gerald walked up to me and said, "Hey, Jar, can you please
It was
stop
Gordon
hitting on this
Jar's
one girl? You're making her feel really uncomfortable." And I looked at him and said, "I have never hit on this girl. I barely talk to her. I don't even find her attractive."
However, he was able to
Jar
listen to her
says
physical
you can't hold a
attributes, like
job
she was flat-chested,
because he
had
makes
short
women
hair, and
uncomfortable.
looked like a small boy. This leaves us with only one question. If Jar wasn't interested in her, how did he notice her so deeply that he could recall everything even after so many years? Jar agreed and promised not to speak to her again, which would later take him by surprise. However, not long after that, he was called into the head professor's office and warned that he could be expelled if the behavior continued. The situation was serious enough that it clearly went beyond a simple misunderstanding.
Called me into his office and said, "Jar, I've been hearing you've been hitting on this girl, and she's tired of your advances. You need to stop, or I'm going to get you expelled." I tried to explain the situation to him, but he was hearing none of it, because after all, I'm an evil.
When Jar later reached out to the girl at the center of the situation, he claimed he discovered something surprising. She didn't even know who he was, and had never complained about him to anyone.
I apologized to the girl if I made her feel uncomfortable, and she told me she doesn't know what I'm talking about, and she never told anyone I was hitting on her. Someone's lying in this situation, and it ain't me.
Jar later alleged that the head professors who accused him of are usually the same professors who are named in female students.
And college professors accusing me of the irony. College professors are well known for never hitting on female students. Now, of course, a few people who were mean to me went on to be successful, but most of them didn't. I can look back and laugh at it now.
Almost immediately after he undermined his own demand for keeping things private, Jar had claimed that he didn't want anyone to know about his college, but he accidentally told his audience that his college was shut down after he left.
Ironically, it closed down just a few years after I left. Maybe you didn't lie to people so often, more people would have joined your college and you guys would still be open.
This small detail was enough for online users to start digging, and according to posts from Kiwi Farms, the college was likely Coleman University in San Diego. Socially, Jar struggled during college. He wasn't able to have as many friends in college.
Imagine going through all that to find out where Jar went to college. All that, figuring out, all that digging to find out, where did Jar go to college? Where did Just a Robot go to college for years?
affected his social skills and worsened his autism, restricting him from making friends. As a last resort, he turned towards social media, where his actions attracted even more attention and criticism.
After I left the college and I felt like I just didn't belong in the world, I decided to escape into the internet. But unfortunately, something far more worse than anything I ever had to deal with was waiting for me.
Around this time, far more disturbing allegations surfaced. Jar allegedly had a disturbing fetish, which was a fart fetish. One fine example of this fact is when Jar ended up dropping fart porn in a 15-year-old minor's videos. It was an image of a white woman farting in a glass box with a black man in it. It wasn't just disturbing, but also seemed a bit racist on the side. At the time, Jar didn't bother to check the person's age. However, months later, he discovered that this person was 15 years old at the time he sent out the image. And it soon turned out that Jar didn't just have this fart kink. In an interview, he had claimed to have developed a gender-bent fetish at the age of 7 or 8 by watching Ranma 1/2 and an ape fetish when he watched Berserk.
Developed a gender bent fetish at like 7 or 8, but
Why
that's
would you
because
admit
I
this?
watched
Why would you admit
Ranma
this?
1/2,
Why would you admit this?
and it developed early on, but like I did develop fetish from watching Berserk, and
Both of the shows are Japanese manga series with out-of-the-box stories. Ranma 1/2 has an open gender-bent background, showing a martial artist transitioning between male and female with just a splash of water, while Berserk has a dark story setting with a huge number of SA scenes in it, and you can tell why Jar functions the way he does. He is inspired by such anime from such a young age, but somehow that still wasn't the end of it. A bigger pattern came out where Jar ignored boundaries, warnings, and common sense. Jar was also named in someone's alleged attempt. It happened in 2015 when a DeviantArt user named Eternal Scorn allegedly tried to unalive himself. Scorn was supposedly Jinx's friend, struggling with poor mental health at the time. Jinx had made a journal about how Jar pushed Scorn to commit. Scorn allegedly reached out to Jinx and claimed that he would end his life on Skype, and this is where it all gets a bit disturbing. According to the Kiwi Farms thread, Jinx claimed that Jar tried to intervene by forcing himself into their friend's circle. Through this, he managed to separate Scorn from his friend group, which resulted in him allegedly attempting suicide. The author caused Eternal Scorn to commit. Jinx came up with a large number of posts detailing the same story, blaming Jar for Scorn's attempt. However, Scorn was able to survive the attempt and remain safe, though it turned out he failed his attempt. So I'm alright now. According to Jinx, Jar had insulted Scorn on Skype because he couldn't talk to one of his female friends on Skype. Jar, in response, claimed that Jinx was using Scorn to guilt-trip people like himself. He also doubted whether Scorn was a real person and whether he really attempted. Jar claimed that it was undeniable evidence, which means, according to him, Scorn wasn't a real person to begin with.
I even checked 2 obituaries to see if this guy even existed. And guess what? I got no results. I don't even think Scorn existed, to be honest. I think these guys are just their soft puppet accounts.
But in 2021, Jar realized that Scorn was in fact a real person, as he commented on Scorn DeviantArt's account. Just so you all know, I found out Scorn was a real person, but Jinx blamed me for his death, not him. He has nothing to be sorry for. At all, he most likely still doesn't know who I am. Some people, however, still thought Scorn was a fake profile since it had been inactive since 2015. From what I can gather, this is simply a fake account. No more, no less. If anyone wants to prove me wrong, then please feel free to do so. Interestingly, Scorn's last comment was on April 30th, 2015, responding to comments. Yet Jinx had posted about Scorn's death just a few days earlier, on April 26th. Alright then, I don't mind. Just means no videos from me. Scorn is dead. Scorn was so important to me, but I'm not sobbing. I'm sitting here feeling like this isn't real. The situation had pushed Jar towards the edge, and he ended up in a hospital. This was revealed in the chat logs between Jinx and Jar on Skype. In the messages, Jar claimed that Jinx had made a journal on him, blaming him for Scorn's death, and demanded that he apologize if he wanted it removed.
I'll probably laugh at you. I hope you're proud of yourself, you selfish asswipe. I should have blocked you long ago, but I regret not doing it sooner. I am so angry at you right now. You have lost all your chances of ever gaining my respect at all. Oh no, not in your respect. Not like I ever wanted it or anything. You can kiss your reputation goodbye, and now I can give it a hug and welcome it home. Because now you are known as a...
Around the same time, Jar suffered a panic attack, and another person reportedly threatened to poison themselves because of him. He also admitted that he had tried to take his own life. But of course, this didn't prove that Jar was an innocent man trapped between some evil people. Jar explained that he had launched his just a robot persona on YouTube because he didn't want to share his identity with the world and his enemies. He also used a robot PNG and a robot voice filter to hide his autistic self.
picked the name Just a Robot, and they are all true. But the main reason why I picked the robot persona was so I could roboticize my voice.
Oh, Rashade the Reactor. The saltiest reactor of them all.
So that these people couldn't find me.
But it wasn't just about privacy. Hiding behind the robot, Jar felt he had free reign to be openly racist. By falsely claiming that he was black, Jar reportedly threw around racial slurs without concern, even directing his...
Oh, what?
I said, oh, you have this, but you pretended to be black.
And probably like said the N word a bunch of times.
Yep. Just a racist.
Just a tag. I decided to reveal my true colors. I, just a robot, am in fact black.
And then Jar made a blunder, all while trying to hide his identity. He ended up making a video defending the Confederate flag. For context, Confederate flag is a symbol of Southern heritage and celebrating racism and white supremacy. To cut it short, it might seem like an offensive flag for some people.
I just want to make something very clear. I am not a fan of the Confederate flag. However, I do think censoring it will make things worse. And I will be going over why in this video.
Even though Jar had uploaded the video, he deleted it soon after. It was probably due to his realization that it could get him into hot water, but it seemed that he was never held accountable for his actions. Even later, he continued to call out black women in a disrespectful way.
He was begging for me to explain how calling a black woman an ugly little black thing is racist.
Wait, is that what he actually
Oh
said?
my
I thought
God.
he never heard the racist
Yeah.
He
That's
did.
totally mentioned.
Did stop.
He
Like, oh
called-
my god.
Yeah, he called Omni a stupid black woman for them having a disagreement.
Jar's inappropriate behavior wasn't limited to social media posts and private DMs. While being in a live stream with Chud Logic and FPS Diesel, Jar was exposed for his creepy behavior with women.
You know, there was an artist that you had sent very interesting voice memos to him. You know, the funny thing is like you had started
Oh no, is it gonna play
kind of a
it?
professional
Please
relationship
don't,
with him.
please
Then
don't. I
over
don't need to
time,
hear this.
you started asking him to get personal.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Not
You
good. Just keep playing the video.
According to FPS, Jar had once worked with a female thumbnail artist and made her feel uncomfortable with his voice.
Sent a gift to the cat saying yes. But again, let's just look at the code here, okay? I can get this fight into it.
Yo, you're all good. You can finish that tomorrow. What a cute little shit.
Jar, however, had come up with a
That's the
senseless
voice.
response.
Yeah, jeez.
He acted as if it were something normal.
Yeah, I was talking about the cat. That, again, same with the... That's just my sense of humor.
And it's not weird for you to be
I
asking
think
this
you need a
artist
different
for
sense of humor.
trash all the time and then sending messages like that.
Well,
I guess it's not...
it really is good.
Pattern followed Jar into real life and eventually caused problems at his workplace as well. In the same interview, he claimed that he couldn't keep a job for long because of his behavior.
I knew that the way I joke around would eventually catch up to me. This is why I can't hold down a job, to be honest. And yep, this is me out there.
What are you fucking insane to say that? What are you talking about? You can't hold down a job because you're gonna talk about the cute little... What?
Okay, let's do it. Just humor like this. This is just like my sense of humor.
Jar would also keep his distance from female coworkers because he feared that he would end up making jokes towards them.
I've actually lost jobs because of this, making jokes like this. Sometimes
What?
Audio balancing needs work.
and after a while, I started avoiding female coworkers, and then I started avoiding coworkers altogether because I was just like, "What's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong?"
Believe it or not, this wasn't the end of it. Apparently, Jar had developed a crush on a very popular YouTuber and animator called Jaden Animations. This wasn't a simple...
Oh boy.
something disturbing as anyone can expect from Yar. He even made a separate video on it with a title, "Should we draw corn of someone's character, even if they don't want us to?" In the video, however, he openly talked about having a crush on Jaden. He also mentioned that he didn't have a crush on her real version, but her cartoon character.
Say that, embarrassingly, Jaden Animations is kind of my YouTube crush. Of course she's way out of my league. I'm not talking about the real
You
her,
did
I'm
not
talking about
have
her
to admit
cartoon
this.
Wait.
Why would you admit this?
You're telling me that you that he probably jerking it to her character, but like not the real but you don't want to be with the real version. You want to be with like.
Just keep playing the video. That's
I
it.
don't even think there's a more pure person on YouTube. Like, what controversies has Jaden even been in? Hell, James has been in more controversies than her. Obviously, I'm not the only one who has a crush on Jaden Animation.
His crush expanded to the point that he went on to ask a 17-year-old artist to draw corn of Jaden's character. The artist himself revealed this as he detailed everything in a post. This artist wanted to get an AR role in Jar's Discord server. When he asked Jar about it in the voice chat, Jar responded creepily. According to the post, Jar first asked the artist to draw Jaden getting violated by Jar's robot character.
I've admitted that Jaden Animations cartoon is pretty hot, but like, I don't know, like, people can make it out of her look like the car they want. I'm not bald in real life.
It's influenced you, hasn't it? You've looked at that little cartoon avatar and you thought, I can take that little cartoon avatar.
I did not think that.
I feel like you probably have. Admit that was interesting. You've never seen the disembodied female voice.
He even made a joke in a public voice call, drawing his OC violating stuff to Jaden Animations. I said I was 17. He then tried to backtrack. However, when he discovered that the artist was a minor, he took back his words. But then he came back with another disturbing request. He wanted the artist to draw Jaden's character in a suggestive pose, lifting his shirt. In exchange, Jar promised to give him an art role in his Discord server. He sent a link in my DMs to a Google search, Jaden Animation Porn. I thought this was okay and drew it for him the next day. The artist went through with it and sent the drawing. Jar responded with "That's hot." The artist eventually got the art role and remained Yar's friend for about 4 years. Still, the artist later made it clear that the entire experience left him uncomfortable and disturbed. And this wasn't an isolated case. Yar's creepy behavior didn't stop with just one minor artist. It occurred with a bunch of female artists at VidCon 2023. It all started with Spoctor Video Drop.
The
Context, Spoctor was a former YouTube commentary artist. He had around 70,000 subscribers in 2018, which is an achievement given that he started his channel in late 2015. However, after 2018, his channel began to decline as controversies followed him. In 2023, another creator named Leo Convoy explained why. He released a video exposing Spoctor's dark past, including allegations that Spoctor had been involved with a 13-year-old girl in 2017 when he was 16, and had kept the girl. Due to the girl's age, the photos were treated as child material.
Yeah, I was like 16 when we first met beginning maybe around that time. She was 13. It's only a 3-year age gap. Her and I, we had a friendship, and we were very close. And so, naturally, you know,
yeah, Lyle likes to
fucking
kill plays and stuff like during his videos and stuff like that.
You know, how I acted with him. There's this fling that started, you know?
Since Jar had also been creating commentary videos on other creators' controversies, he also made a video on Spoctor's case. However, his thumbnail for the video raised eyebrows as many artists directly called him out. One of the artists from Maui Maui. This
Okay.
artist has over 29,000 subscribers on YouTube. Right before the VidCon, Jar revealed his video thumbnail on Twitter, and Molly replied to his post. In the thumbnail, Jar plays Spoctor's furry character with the caption, "I was just looking to get a cupcake. It will drop on Sunday before I level to see my parents before heading to VidCon." Molly replied to the tweet, asking Jar to change the wording because it didn't properly reflect the situation. What Molly didn't expect was Jar's response. Instead of addressing the concern directly, Jar took it as an opening to engage with her.
Seen that, and I replied to his thumbnail thing on Twitter being like, hey, it's fucking dumb, don't imply someone, you know, as bad as ADP on that.
You're my brother in Christ? What the fuck in that thumbnail? I'm as sore about Spoctor as the next person, for referencing a grown adult meeting up with a child is not the mood. He responded to Molly's tweet and told her that he didn't use any sensitive words in it. However, if she wanted to give him any suggestions, she could hop on a friendly voice chat with me. Would you like to have a friendly VC about it? Alongside Molly, there was another creator as well, known as Harley TBS, who was also a friend of Molly. Harley TBS has 125,000 subscribers on YouTube, covering almost the same topics as just a robot. Harley also responded to Jar's tweet about the thumbnail. Since Proctor hadn't actually said any of that or met up with a minor, the thumbnail seemed misleading and false. The difference is that your video on your allegations was addressing false allegations, satirizing them in the thumbnail, but Jar didn't seem interested in fixing that. His focus appeared to shift toward Molly instead. He eventually got her on Discord, where he continued sending her unwanted messages. VidCon was approaching, and Jar kept trying to convince Molly to meet him there. He suggested getting drinks together and then meeting alone in his hotel room. For complete strangers, these messages crossed clear boundaries, and unsurprisingly, they made Molly uncomfortable. We could talk in person. At VidCon, just me and you over drinks. Maybe you could come to the hotel room with my JK. No way, I'm not going to spend VidCon time on that sort of thing. I want to focus on holiday stuff. However, Molly completely turned down his request. But that didn't stop Jar as he kept going with his autistic messages. Molly's responses sounded frustrated and annoyed, but Jar, being Jar, couldn't take no for an answer. One thing was for sure, Molly had already sensed the bad energy and decided to completely avoid him. Nah, I'm good. I got a lot to do over VidCon as is. Alright, but what do you look like? I don't really want to meet up. Don't want to talk about YouTube/work/drama. Don't want to talk about the video and Twitter stuff. Just vibing with my girls. She even declined meeting him for a few seconds, involving a hello and a handshake. She kept telling him that she would want to spend her time with her girls at the VidCon, and she couldn't meet him, but Jar kept insisting. Just want to say hello, have a handshake, and leave. I just want to spend my time with my friends and enjoying my VidCon meet and greet. At last, Jar showed his real self when he told her to note that he wouldn't act like a because she turned him down. He told her once again that he just wanted to have 15 seconds with her. Later at VidCon, Molly and her friends group spotted Jar roaming around. Considering Jar's previous history, Molly and her friends also set up a warning system. They had a chat group where they would receive updates about each other's safety around Jar.
But yeah, he was kind of like just hunting for us at VidCon. We did the girly thing. It's like we had the protection squad, so if someone spotted like anything Jar adjacent, they sent him a group message and like stay indoors.
Jar also had an uncomfortable run-in with another female creator, Ponder. She'd been helping watch out for Molly and her friends, and was tasked with alerting the group if she saw Jar. Eventually, Jar walked straight into her. At the time, Ponder was sitting outside the convention talking to an older woman. She casually mentioned her YouTube channel, and Jar, who was nearby, overheard it. He approached her and started talking. At first, she didn't realize who he was and even shook his hand. As soon as she realized who he was, she was less than shocked. She shared her experience with Molly and others on Discord, but even after that, Jar still didn't back off. In the months that followed, he began speaking badly about Molly, claiming she disliked him only because he made a video criticizing Spockter. He tried to make it seem like Molly was supporting Spockter in his actions. Molly then reached out to him on Discord and asked him to stop defaming her in public. Hey Jar, here you are still talking mad shit in public. Could you knock it the fuck off? I'm sick and tired of hearing about the nonsense coming out of your mouth, especially when we both know it's not true. Knock it off, man. In response, Jar sent her a long voice message.
Oh, what?
Understand it all. You need a degree in unemployment to understand art commentary community drama. ACC.
Yeah.
Ranted about how he had always wanted to talk things out with her in a voice chat and complained that she refused. He also claimed he didn't remember much of what he had said about her.
About the situation, and I am too. I've been dealing with RCC bullshit on and off for almost 10 years now. I don't think I said anything untrue about you, but I don't remember everything I said in every single conversation I've been in. But you gave no examples of what I quote-unquote got wrong, so I'll have to take a guess.
He insisted that Molly was the one who attacked him first over the thumbnail, then over the video itself. He argued that if people didn't want to be criticized, they shouldn't criticize others in the first place. The message dragged on for about 5 minutes and ended with a simple demand: don't talk about me, and I won't talk about you.
A month ago, a video that says you can't call yourself a trans ally if you buy a fucking Harry Potter game. I told the truth about you in the comment I made on Twitter. You had a problem with my soccer thumbnail. I offered to talk things out with you in private. You refused to. I changed it, and then you had a problem with my video that both Leo Convoy and Hopeless Peaches looked over before I uploaded it. I do apologize for the messages I sent to you as we were both going to this.
Molly in return asked him if he was intimidating her by saying all of that. Oh my god, you are actually trying to intimidate me. Are you serious? Bro, fine. You want your fucking VC? Let's VC. She knew what she had gotten herself into. So as a last resort, she decided to voice chat with him to resolve the matter.
Over all the ACC bullshit. You know?
Yeah, hold on. What were you saying? I think I was like,
I said I'm trying. I wish I had more to say on this part of the video and more commentary to give, but like I'm just kind of spacing out over all these ACC bullshit.
yeah. Well, yeah. To be fair, I don't really have much to say.
Jar is a weirdo and a loser.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I think the most interesting part is the city there part. That's probably the biggest part of the downfall. Honestly, maybe that could go at the end. Nah, it's not worth it.
Like,
Well,
kind of.
if you want to do chronological order, it would go towards the end. Because that's the end. That was what the downfall. That's when the downfall started. Really.
Mhm.
He also claimed that Jar was the only person who was talking shit about her.
Sides situation? There is no sides. I just don't like you. You said some out-of-pocket shit to me at VidCon. You made me very uncomfortable, and I don't want you in my spaces. That is not a situation. And the idea that you're running around behind the scenes being like, oh, Mally and the entire commentary community is trying to do something to me is fucking wild. I don't know why you're behaving that way, and you need to
Yeah.
However, it wasn't enough to make
Um.
him realize that he was a problem, especially when it came to interacting with women. The issue wasn't the misunderstanding, it was the refusal to change, a pattern that continued long after the call ended, and Jar didn't seem to learn from his mistakes.
Jar, I am not the people that have known you for years. I am not any of these random people you've had spats with before. I just don't want anything to do with you.
Well, if you don't want to have anything to do with me, then why voice comments in a video about me? That's going to put you on my radar for sure.
Would you like to continue to that point in the call? We can go to that if you want.
Huh.
The video's on the circle.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the abrupt ending?
Alright, well,
I'm gonna read comments. What are you doing now?
I was gonna look up on drama, where the fuck.
There might be like docs information and stuff there, so I wouldn't do it on screen. Just the replay card, aka liquid. No, go back down, go back down. Liquid jar, better jar.
It's this.
That is better jar. Thank you. It goes around sometimes. Better jar. Better jar. But anyway, that was the video.
Yeah, I guess that was the stream.
A little bit more information on just the robot.
Yeah. Turns out it was just us watching, anyway. What does ACC even stand for?
Art commentary community. It's the community jargon.
Yeah, okay. I guess this is it? I don't know. I mean,
Yep.
I'll probably do another reaction stream solo later.
Okay. What are you gonna be reacting to?
I'm not sure. We'll see. I have a few videos I want to talk about.